Good Monday evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Safety Stop. We've got one more week until we get our summer vacation or our summer break. But let me tell you, it's already starting to pack up and, be a great season.
Yeah. I'm actually already planning for a nice long weekend, that Memorial weekend.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
I'm thinking I might even like call into work Friday,
You're
Friday,
looking at you're looking a little sick.
Saturday.
Yeah, you're looking a little sick there. But yeah,
Uh,
let me just tell you. So, of course, we put a thing out last week on Facebook. If you follow us on Facebook, you probably seen it. A brand new attraction coming to the park. It will actually be here tomorrow. We spent the day prepping and getting ready,
I
getting
think we
ready
need a
for it.
sound check. Hold on a second.
Uh,
Uh, uh,
I hear sound.
you hear sound?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Uh,
Uh, Okay, I just turned the audio on the feed, and I can hear
uh,
myself talking. So,
Emily said we didn't have any, so I was like, let me unmute myself and see what it sounds like.
oh yeah, well yeah, you're not muted. I can hear you perfectly. So, and then I just turned on the I've got the live feed muted because if I don't, I hear both of us talking in the headphones, and it just
Makes a
it
nice little echo back and forth.
well, there's a time delay. So, it's
There
like
is.
a 5 or 6 second time delay from live to the live feed. And so I can be sitting here talking and then I'll hear myself 5 seconds ago and it's like it confuses me. It confuses me.
Yeah,
I didn't on my phone, but I do on my iPad, huh? I don't know. Must be your phone. It needs to go diving.
that's right. Needs to go diving. It makes some great cases to go diving with your phone.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Sea Life Sport Diver case, awesome. Your phone will survive. It'll enjoy it. Nothing like peace and quiet. Away from the world.
Don't get phone calls or text messages while you're down there. So
Oh yeah, I mean that's the best part about having your phone underwater. Well, okay, so I don't. Hello,
oh, jeez. That's funny.
JoJo, fall down, go boom.
It was like, oh
I know. I seen that and I'm like, oh, JoJo, fall down, go boom. At least you didn't hurt your knee this time.
no. No, my knee was spared in that fall.
But no, back to the no phone calls or text messages underwater. Uh, when I was down in Bonaire a couple of months ago, I had absolutely forgot to turn my alarms off for take my son to archery practice on
Oh,
yeah, on Tuesday, and
we
we
weren't
are
there
in
for
the middle of this dive, and then all of a sudden I start hearing my like music playing, and I could not figure. I'm like, am I narked? We're only like 40 feet. Am I narked? It's like, what is going on here? And I could hear this like music playing, and I didn't know what it was until I went up to take a picture, and then I noticed the screen said, like my alarm for 3:30 was set. Like, oh, it's playing my alarm music. That's what that music. I knew it sounded familiar.
Then
So
you
the
can't turn it
alarms do
off
work,
in the water.
huh?
Then you can't turn it off because you're in the water.
Oh yeah, you just had to sit there and let it go. And of course, if you don't dismiss it and it shuts off, like a couple of minutes later, it starts again. So the whole
Oh,
dive, we had music. It was great.
hopefully you had a good little tone going on.
Good question. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember, honestly.
Say if the Jaws song came on,
Yeah, it wasn't Jaws. I know that one. But
no, like what the?
yeah. But anyway, we put it out. last week about this new attraction, and we've had a ton of great guesses. I mean, I think the funniest one I seen, which if Martin, if you ever watched this episode, no, it is not a strip club. Just so you know, it's not a strip club. That was one of the question, or that was one of the things we got on the Facebook comments. And we had a lot of good guesses, and
He
so
wondered if he could get the poll for all the hundred
yeah.
divers, number divers.
So I have no idea. You have to know Martin. I mean, it's
He's a
Martin.
character.
Oh yeah. But anyway, out of all of the good choices, there were two or three that actually guessed it right. Now, I don't know if they had insider information or what, but I am going to reveal it here on this episode. I know Emily already knows because, yeah, well, she's in the loop. We are setting up, we've been working on this for about a year. Nobody else has it, and it's going to serve two purposes. We are putting in a giant underwater chess set. So this thing is going to be mounted on a 12-foot by 12-foot platform. We built the platform today, so the platform is built. Um, I was looking at Emily. We appreciate everyone covering up when they're changing the. Okay, whatever. I can't do this.
Well, Emily, you know they call me the Kraken for a reason.
But anyway, so it is a 12-foot by 12-foot platform that we are putting in the water. The actual board and the pieces will be here tomorrow. The purpose of this is a lot of people like to play chess. Why not do it underwater on your dive? You're going to be it's going to be setting in about 18 feet of water. So, your NDLs, basically you can sit there until your tank gets to 1,000 or 500 and then come up. But it also serves the second purpose is it is a great way to perfect your buoyancy. As you're sitting there planning your moves with your dive buddy, and you move, it's going to be a great opportunity to work on buoyancy. And so I'm glad I can announce that. It's not on our Facebook yet. So if you're not on this live, then you're finding out late, just so you know. It's going to be going out. It's going to be going out on Facebook tomorrow, on Tuesday. So you guys are getting a sneak peek of it tonight, or getting a sneak hear about it tonight, I should say. Super excited about it. I mean, I know several people that play chess. We got this idea last year. We were visiting a restaurant that has a big outdoor area, and they actually had an outdoor set. And Krista and my son were playing. I was sitting there watching because I don't play chess. I do good to play checkers. So, but anyway, and the conversation was struck up about, hey, I might get one of those for the quarry. And then my son looks at me and says, Dad, if you get one of these and put it underwater, I will get certified. So it's like, bet. And
Sold.
And so, I've been kind of searching and looking to see if anybody else has done this. And I haven't seen anybody else that's done it. And I'm thinking, okay, here's the benefits. It's something you can do. It's interactive, something you can have fun with while you're diving, as well as work on your buoyancy. So, I'm like, it's a twofold, well, actually it's a threefold win for me because, it's going to be something fun to do. You can work on your buoyancy, and now I have to get the kiddo certified. Or he's agreed to it. So it's like, okay. So, but yes, underwater chess set coming soon.
I've been throwing around the idea of trying to do like a Connect scoreboard for the last couple of years.
Well, and that also brings me back to, with this chess set, hopefully divers will enjoy it. Again, it's going to be an 18 feet. The platform is a 12 foot by 12 foot. It's on 2 foot legs. So it's setting 2 feet off of the bottom. So at normal level, It's going to be in 20 feet of water. So at normal level, it's going to be setting at 18. Right now, it's probably going to be setting like 15. But, normal, it's going to be setting, right about 18. But, it's a great opportunity for divers to, have some fun. Not that diving's not fun, but you can go around, you can swim, you can look at the pretty fish and the different attractions, but being interactive with something underwater, you know, playing chess and working on your buoyancy at the same time. I mean, you're going to be thinking strategy, and you're going to try to be sitting there trying. So that's another challenge, and
Task
you're,
loading.
huh?
It's task loading.
Task loading. Well, yeah, but if you've already got good buoyancy, it's just going to help keep you in so that you can play. The pieces are 25 inches tall, so they're just a little over 2 feet. So they're not super big, but they're not small. They're also going to be weighted. Now, here's the funny thing. So the company that makes this, I actually called them today because I wasn't for sure what size we needed to build the platform. And when I told the guy what we were doing, he's like, "When you get it set up, you have to send me pictures." It's like, bet, because he told me, he said, we've had them put in swimming pools and stuff like that, but we've never had one put in a lake underwater for divers to play with. So, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. What would be fun is really getting them weighted right. Imagine they're plastic, right? Right.
Yes, yes, they are
So they're
plastic.
have to be weighted enough to stay on the bottom. You have to weight them
Yeah.
from the bottom so they stand up, but they just need to be heavy enough also that you can easily pick them up and move them around.
Yeah, and that's something we're going to have to kind of work with if it's going to be 3 or 4 pounds in each one. So yeah, we'll just have to work with it. Of course, it was funny. The guy from the company said, "Well, obviously, if you're putting it underwater, you can't use water to weight it down." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." He's like, "You're going to have to use sand or something."
Well,
I'm
to
like,
a point, you can. You can make it neutraler. You don't have to fill it full of water. That way, don't have to put so much weight in it.
"Neutraler."
Yeah, I know.
Do we have a new? We
Sorry,
have a new word.
my English isn't very good.
Hey, we have a new word, neutraler. I'm gonna have to remember that. It's not the neutralizer, it's the neutraler. But yeah, again, like I said, we built the platform today, so we've got the 12 foot by 12 foot. I'm wanting to hopefully have this thing in by Memorial Day weekend. Now, of course, it's brand new wood, so we're gonna have to weight it to sink it, and but hopefully we can get enough weight to get it down on the bottom, get it all set up, and not have to worry about it.
I'm pretty sure we can find some nice big grinding stones to help with
Yeah,
that.
or concrete blocks, or
Concrete block.
yeah. But
We
yeah,
got
I'm
plenty of heavy stuff.
I'm excited about it because it gives us an opportunity. We could do like a chess tournament underwater,
That'd be fun. We'll make
and
like a whole corner there just dedicated to games.
yeah.
Start with the chess. We'll add checkers next.
Oh yeah. Well, we can also, and we've talked about where are we going to set it. And the way we've got the platform built, we could easily put it on the double decker platform, off another side of it. So now you've got basketball in one place. You've got chess, just off of that. So an interactive center for divers.
Well, we got the nav course right off the back there.
No,
I'd
I'm talking
almost
about on the
say,
back side of it.
yeah. Well, yeah. When I did the survey of the place, like everything behind that line, I mean, there's like half the shallow end isn't even being used from behind like the yacht and stuff,
Oh yeah,
all the way back to that wall. There's
yeah. Well, the
nothing
pirate
back
ship's
there.
back there now, so
Yeah, it's coming, but I mean, you could go in between the pirate ship now and the truck back there in that corner and put three or four different things.
Oh yeah. Just had a comment up here. Up here in Ohio, we had a scuba for diabetes. We went down and put giant puzzles together. They were made of aluminum. The size was about 10 foot by 10 foot. Oh yeah, so it's similar. The chessboard is actually each square is individual, so they're interlocking. So we're gonna have to interlock everything and then secure it to the platform. So yeah, it's going to be like putting a puzzle together. We just have to remember it's black, white, black, white, black, white. In the order, and not try to put PSC and white around all black.
Might want to take a light with you just to make sure you get the colors right.
Yeah. Well, one's going to be dark, one's going to be lighter. One's dark, one's lighter. One's dark. But we can use JoJo's famous bridge adhesive.
I got some. We got it. I got it.
I've never seen somebody so happy about bridge adhesive. I got it. I got it.
There's a whole freaking like 2 pounds worth of adhesive sitting in my office.
Oh. Oh goodness. Oh, I can already tell this is going to be a fun summer.
Bridges. Come on, it works.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? And this also gives me a good excuse to try out my new dry suit.
There you go.
Yes.
Gotta try out the dry suit.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. Like I said, it's I can probably find some checkers too or since it's like a plastic top or rubber I don't know exactly. It's not here yet. It'll be here tomorrow. But like those sanding stones, if I can find some small stones, we just paint a bunch red and then paint a bunch black, and then you could take them down, because they're not.
I was just going to order them off of Amazon and fill them so much full of concrete to where they'd sink.
Yeah. Let's see. Diver Down says use garage mats. They come in any color or 2x2 square. So this kit, this outdoor kit, is actually coming with the board. I think they are 12-inch by 12-inch squares for the board, and so they're kind of like those garage mats. They're supposed to be interlocking, so we just have to secure them to the platform. Now I haven't got this in, so I haven't seen it like this set here in person, but if it's the place that we went to, if it's the exact same thing, I mean it's going to take up this platform, and you're not going to have to do a whole lot. Just sit there and hover and move, hover and move, hover and move. Speed chess. That's what we need to do. Speed chess, because you might run out of air. But it just opens up a bunch of possibilities, like for fundraisers and stuff. We could do like chess tournaments and, stuff like that for folks to do. I think it's a great addition. And like I said, from all the research and stuff, nobody else has ever done this.
I think it's a great idea.
So
I think we need to do a poker run too. I think adding a poker run would be fun.
Oh yeah. Now we've had one of those before. It's been several years. Yeah, I think up until a couple of years ago, we were still finding some of the cards. Man, these things have been down there a while. But
so the kids love it. I got a deck of waterproof cards, and we'll go down there and play goldfish or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, again, it's enjoyable to be underwater. The peace, the quiet, But like at the aquarium, you can play basketball with bowling balls. I know a lot of young divers like to do that. A lot of us, adult divers like to do it too.
It's hard to swim by the basketball goal and not try to get a basket.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's the only basketball that I can slam dunk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can actually touch the rim.
Yeah, exactly. I can actually jump up and slam dunk in that basketball goal. That's that makes me feel good. Put me on a basketball court, I can't touch there's no way.
I my vertical is zero. So
Yeah. Unless you're underwater, you got a
yeah.
great vertical that way.
What's your vertical over here? Right now it looks like about 99 feet.
Oh goodness, yeah. It's but having interactive things like that, not only here's the way I like to look at it. If you have a newer diver who's kind of timid about diving, they haven't figured it out, and you give them something to get their mind off of that. And I've used the basketball goal several times with kids. You know,
I've used the chasing little trinkets along the bottom.
Yeah, and things like that. And if you get their mind off of that and you show them that, everything is okay, then when they realize what's going on, it's like, oh, this ain't bad. So it's kind of a distraction. Now, I wouldn't do that like in, 60 feet, but, 18 feet, 15 feet, what the basketball goal is, what this is going to be, as long as they can get down and, equalize everything's good, you know, focuses their attention off of their anxiety, if they've only got, 6 or 7 dives under their belt, still not really sure, you know, it kind of helps.
Yeah. No, that's great. Let's say I'll use the trinkets with my little one. That's how I got her. She was scared to death that
Hmm.
going down to 20 feet that was too deep. And when the water's a little murky, and you can't see the bottom. It freaks people out.
Yeah.
So giving them something to do really helps them get over that hump.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, and again, like if you have kids and you're diving with them, it's a great way to, keep them entertained as well. If you're underwater diving, and you play basketball, you pass the bowling ball.
Yep, that's bowling
A
ball.
lot of people, hey, let's play toss the ball with a bowling ball. They're gonna think you're crazy. You just don't tell them it's underwater.
You gonna throw what at me?
Oh, but yeah. So this chess set's going to be. I hope it's going to be, utilized. We will ask people to make sure they do keep an eye on their air pressure, and that I know I'm going to get a sign made up on it. If your air pressure reaches 500 psi, ascend. Because I don't want people getting down there and getting so into the game that
Yeah,
they don't check their air.
get competitive and forget where they're at.
Exactly. I mean, you're 15 feet from the surface, or actually less than that, because if the bottom of the board's at 18, you're 14 foot maybe, because if you're hovering over it, but still, you have to be
Running out of air is
mindful,
a no no. We
huh?
never want to do that. Running out of air is a no no. We never
Yeah.
want to do that.
No, you're exactly right. And that's the reason, that was one of the things that we were thinking about putting a sign on it. Remember, check your air. So that way it's there, boom. There's no excuse. Hey, it says right here, check my air. Oh, hey,
Put
I got to go.
poles on each side of the platform that has little signs. Check your air.
Yeah, check your air and please do not move the pieces off this platform.
Yeah,
We don't need to be
that
finding.
that would ruin it. Really, if people started just taking them and randomly placing them around the quarry, that would
Yes.
kill the vibe.
Oh, yeah. And yeah,
Fortunately, I think it's what happened.
yeah, and Diver down here just said an excellent way. Playing chess would make a great deco stop,
Yeah,
and it would. Yeah, it would make a great opportunity. You're at the 15-foot mark, so you get off your deep dive, come up, hit the chess set, you know, and and it take that time will kind of go by a little faster. Let's see.
oh, this is
So
gonna be fun. I like this idea. This
yeah, I'm super excited about it. I hope all of our divers enjoy it. Um, I can't wait to work on this to actually get this thing in the water, take it out, get it down, get it set up. I think it's going to be great.
yeah, I'm definitely really might have to take off work.
Jojo, are you turning blue? I think your
I
shirt's
think
already
I was
turning
blue
blue.
on one side. I was turning red in another camera angle. So, yeah, see, there I'm turning red.
Hey, you know what? Emily just posted gives folks a great opportunity to learn chess if
Now,
they don't
I'm really
already.
looking bad now. I'm pale. I'm
You're
pale.
pale.
I'm
But
pale.
hey, underwater chess player, a distinctive specialty. There you go.
What did that? Will SSI do that?
uh,
I'll probably have
re-
to put it in voice.
Actually, according to the standards, I think you can actually do that now. It's kind of like the other competitor. I'm not going to mention the names because
Yeah,
we don't.
that's why I said SSI.
But
We don't care about the other guy.
but anyway, I think that's one of the new updates in the standards is SSI is going to start allowing to do like a distinctive type of specialty, kind of the same format. We had to come up with it. I'm coming up with one. I'm going to do that
I think it'd be
for
fun. And
underwater
those that
chess.
want to learn how, well, if they're already certified and they want to learn how to play chess, that would
Yeah.
be an awesome class.
Oh yeah. Well, not only that, there has to be an educational value to it when you do a specialty like that, and buoyancy is perfect for it.
Yep.
You can combine this with perfect buoyancy, and you would be great. Let's see here. Had a couple more comments. Nathan
Yep.
Foster. When do summer hours start? After Memorial Day. So Memorial Day is a holiday hours, and then we will be closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays during the summer, open Thursdays through Mondays. And the hours are on the website under the park information, or park info menu. So, but yes, they do start at the week after or the week of Memorial Day. It'll start
Spring
that
session's
Thursday.
already gone. Already gone.
The what?
The spring session's already gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Spring's done. It's we've got one more weekend, or actually two, because not Memorial Day weekend. It's the after Memorial Day. So Memorial Day weekend is still 9 to 5 Saturday Sunday. Memorial Day will be I think 10 to 5 on Memorial Day, and then we start the summer hours that Thursday, and we'll be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah.
I'm
So
back to waking up early. Anybody bring
oh
me a
yeah.
Red Bull?
Well, and then of course, summer season or the summer schedule is when we do the express check in 30 minutes before gates open. It also, we do instructors who are teaching classes and have submitted their instructor rosters. Will be permitted to come in an hour early, so they'll be able to get in at 7 instead of 8, so they can get in, get set up, and get out of the way before we open for our general divers who are just coming in to dive, so they can get in, get a place, and all that. Let's see. Mr. Todd Ransford said, "What about a Connect Four game?" And that is what JoJo was talking about when we first announced this. He's working on trying to develop one.
I can develop it, but I just need the fundage to do it.
uh, yeah. Emily says my dad asked about Connect Four too. Now we did have Mike, one of our assistant instructors. He brought out a couple of years ago a big Connect Four for the surface, like for Women's Dive Day, and it was actually I think Connect Five. I think it was a Connect Five instead of Connect Four, but
Mhm.
oh,
No, but I mean, really, to figure it out, you'd only have to use Archimedes' principle to do it. You just need a couple bathtubs
a
or
couple of bathtubs,
two big pans. Yeah.
two big pans.
So you take your chest piece, right? We go on and we fill it full of water to get rid of all the air. You have a big tub empty, then you have a full tub in the middle full with water, brim top. You take that chest piece and you push it down to where it's submerged. Whatever water comes out, you weigh it. That's how much wet water what weight you need to add in order for it to be neutrally buoyant.
Oh, you're talking about the chess pieces.
Yeah, chess
Oh,
pieces, checker pieces, connect four board, any of those would work. But
yeah. I
there's a way to
mean,
do it.
I didn't think of it that way, but yes, I mean you're right.
You do
Uh,
it that way, you can figure out its neutral force by weight,
yeah,
by pretty much water displacement. How they do it on ships. There's a well, it ain't complicated, but there's a formula you can actually use for it.
yeah.
Uh, but then you can say, "Oh, I want them an extra 2 pounds heavier." And that's how you do it.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
the weight of it being neutral plus 2 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, like the chess pieces. I mean, you'd have to, figure out the checkers and all that. But the chess pieces, again, I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 pounds because it's going to be full of water anyway.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to make them hard to move, is being full of water.
So,
Uh,
well, yeah, but
but
if
you
it's
also don't want
underwater, it's not.
you still have inertial forces you have to get over with. Things
Well,
don't like to move.
yeah, but
It-
it's not gonna be like I mean, it's gonna be in water with water, so it's not gonna be like it's super heavy.
but that T Rex ain't very heavy either. But tell you, swimming around with it ain't fun.
Yeah, and we gotta get old T Rex back in the water
Yeah,
too.
I, I looked at the wife the other day. I was like, I need to learn how to weld.
Oh, we can get it done. Let's see. Yeah, Nathan Foster. Thanks for the answer. Been on the road working, taking 2 weeks off, and I'm going to get up to Penny as many times as I can while I'm home. Well, we can't wait to see you. It's going to be. Hopefully, we'll have the checkerboard in or the chess set in by then. My goal is to have it in by Memorial Day. That way, gives a good way for folks during the summer.
Well, you
To
already said you had the platform ready, right? You
Oh
just
yeah,
got
literally. Yeah, as you can tell, my shirt is an old work shirt. And that is what I wore down there today so that we could get this thing done. We went and picked up the lumber this morning. I planned it out yesterday. We went and picked up the lumber this morning. Or actually, I called the company before I went just to make sure. And once I got, yes, this is what you need. Okay, great. We went and got everything, brought it back to the quarry. It's already assembled. There's a 12-foot by 12-foot platform down at the pavilion area that's going to have probably about 8 or so people to pick it up and get it in the water. It's sitting
sounds like
two
a
feet off
task
the.
for this weekend.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I mean the platform is built. The set will be here tomorrow. So I've got to be up there Wednesday. I've got an open water group coming in Wednesday and Thursday. I've got fun divers coming in Friday. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. So literally tomorrow is my only day off. I'm having flashbacks to summer season last year. Uh,
No. Last year we were flooded, so
yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I'll be taking the set with me Wednesday when I go down, and I think Chad's coming up. We're going to try to lay the set out on the platform, see how it needs to go, and then start figuring out how to get it secured onto the platform. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
maybe I'll dig up those calculations for you. Let me know what the weights are.
Oh, for the yeah, I won't know until they get here. How
Yeah,
many pieces? How many chess pieces are there in a set? Again, I don't play chess, so I don't
uh,
know.
20 something. Well, just on one side.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure. I never physically counted. I always just played.
I can't answer that because I don't know. But I know that everything's supposed to be in tomorrow. It's coming in 3 boxes. I assume it can't be small boxes. So I don't know. Emily says 32.
32. Yep.
Yeah.
But
So
you have a 12 by board. It needs to be an 8 by 8 grid.
Yes.
So
Yes. So so yeah, it's going to be an experience. It's already started to be an experience. Getting this thing prepped and ready. I'm really looking forward to getting it in the water and getting it set up. I'm hoping the visibility stays the way that it is because it's been pretty decent. Uh, Lack of rain, of course. Lack of rain means that the water levels are down. So, right now, you're digging to get 115 feet. It's just like the water level is way, way down. This time last year, it was way, way up. This year, it's way, way down. So it's just like right reversed.
could have almost got that 130 feet last year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, you didn't even have to get off the pavilions to go diving. I mean, you just,
I know, right?
set your gear up and just lay down. You're diving.
We had a true like zero depth entry. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't even need the ramp.
Yeah, I think it was like a plus 1 foot entry, you know. But I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to get feedback from all of you guys who come out and play with it. Make sure you let us know what you think about it once it's in, and you know, like I said, doing a chess tournament, like an annual, fundraiser for a charity, is definitely in play. Something we can use this for to help out others, as well as just having fun, deco stop, just going down to play just to do it. Where else are you going to be able to go play chess while you're diving?
That's awesome. I'm ready for this one. This will be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked about it. And then, of course, like I said before, or when we opened, this is the second to last before we take our summer break, second to last episode. So, real quickly here, we got about 20 minutes, so we'll chit chat about some other things here. But Women's Dive Day registration is getting ready to open here in a couple of weeks. Ladies, if be watching the website, we'll have a special banner on it that'll take you to the page where you can get registered. I think we've talked about it a little bit before. We have two Women Divers Hall of Famers that's going to be at the park Women's Dive Day. We have Stephanie Mealy from SDI TDI, who is an inductee in the Women Divers Hall of Fame. We also have Jennifer Idle, who is with Avelo, and she is also real big into photography, videography underwater, and she's going to be there as well. It's going to be a great event. I'm hoping that it's as big, if not bigger, than last year's. And I think it's safe to say what the theme is this year. I know we have not let that out yet, but I think it's safe to say now, because we're in the final stages of getting the shirts and stuff ready. We're doing like a Renaissance theme. So we're kind of playing off the pirates from last year, and Krista's got some great things planned for this. Theme wise, she's working on a way to do water jousting. So that's going to be pretty cool to get to see figure that out. So yeah, lots of good things to do. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. July the 18th. Registration will open here in a couple of weeks. It'll be available on the website. We'll be posting it on Facebook as well. So make sure you get registered. And I am just going to put the disclaimer that it is Women's Dive Day, and so nobody gets it misconfigured or misconstrued. The shirts for Women's Dive Day go to the women divers. If there are any left over, then we will divvy them out accordingly. But typically, there's not any shirts left over because the ladies end up grabbing all of them. So,
Big turnout.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, we're upping it this year. Typically, years past or last couple 3 years, we've ordered 150 shirts, and this year I think we're doing 175. So, because there were a couple last year that didn't indicate on their registration form that they wanted a shirt, and the day of they was expecting a shirt, and we was able to pull, this is your registration form you didn't mark. So this, we're planning it this way. The registration forms help us with the count, so we make sure we get the enough of the right sizes. So make sure you register early. That way we can get as close to the right count as we can. Let's see. Nathan says every time I break out my scooter, I wanted to joust underwater. Well, hey, Krista is working on that, figuring out the logistics for it, and it does involve underwater scooters. So I don't know the details on it just yet, but I do know some of the thing ideas that's been talked about.
Makes
Scooter,
me
pool
wonder if we could
noodle,
have put a little
huh?
sword fighting arena down there too.
Oh, what?
Little sword fighting arena down there too.
Oh. Well, I know pool noodles are going to be involved somehow.
Well, it's kind of hard to put pool noodles underwater.
Yeah, don't ask. I don't know. Uh, we'll, we'll see when we get closer to time. But it's going to be a fun event. And likewise, the Avelo tour will be on site the week leading up to Women's Dive Day, as well as be there on Women's Dive Day. And Jennifer, from what I've understood, is wanting to folks to come in, get certified on the Avelo unit, and then on Saturday everybody go out and do a big group Avelo dive, and she's going to lead the dive. So that would be pretty cool, to be able to dive alongside a
Do we
Women
have a
Divers
Guinness
Hall of
World
Famer.
Record on that yet? How
What's
many?
that?
I don't know. Do we have one? Can we make one?
For what?
Guinness World Record on how many Velo divers you have in one location.
I don't know. Since it's new technology and there's not a super ton amount of people certified on it yet.
We could take the
uh,
first spot. I mean, it might get beat later, but I mean, hey.
yeah, yeah. Let's see, Diver Dan, is there anyone down there that teaches CCR? So,
Yes.
we actually not quite yet. Brian has his hours on the Choptima. He just has to go to Florida and finish up his instructor on it. And he's supposed to be doing that some point here this year. I don't know exactly when, but yes, we actually do have the Choptimas, and then Larry and Brian actually will be the two instructors that will be teaching the Choptima CCR. And also, that kind of brings me back. Thanks for asking that question, by the way. We will have on Women's Dive Day, we will have some Choptima CCRs where folks can do a try CCR. Mark Fowler, he teaches with SDI TDI. He's going to be on hand. He was there last year. Super excited about it. He didn't do it last year because they were in the CCR class. But he come out on Women's Dive Day just to kind of hang out, because Women's Dive Day, we're all there, we're all working, and their class, the guy, Brian and Larry and Mike and Brandon started their class that Monday, and they were scheduled to finish it. Or they should have finished it on Saturday, but because Women's Dive Day, they finished it on Sunday. So they took a day break in their CCR because of Women's Dive Day. Well, the instructor, Mark, he come out, he's seen what all the fun and all, everything was about. And he's actually going to bring, I think, 3 or 4 CCRs with him. But he's coming for Women's Dive Day and going to be offering try CCR. So there's always that opportunity. Not sure when Brian's going down to get his finished up. But yes, we will be teaching CCR on the Choptimas. So thanks for asking that question, because that was something else that was in the back of my brain that I hadn't thought about. But you know,
We don't talk about the CCR tech dive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't. We talk about some technical diving. Nothing like when we talk technical diving, we bring Brian in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the him and Larry. Larry doesn't do all the video stuff, but Brian, when we talk about tech diving and CCRs stuff like that, Brian is our local expert on all of that. Um, you know, he's been diving a year longer than I have, but he's been cave diving for 20 plus years. And of course, CCR diving for 15 of those 20.
He
And,
jumped in and went straight to the deep end.
oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And I haven't touched that part yet. But,
he's the only guy I've known that ever went in February in a 5 mil wetsuit and do deco dives. I mean, the guy's just
yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, learning CCR for the lakes dive, Lake Erie dives, that's if you're going to be doing extended diving, you look at the price of trimix. If you done trimix on these wrecks, doubles, side mount, whatever. I mean, you're spending $300 for an airfield. That's $150 a tank. And so a lot of folks are moving towards the CCR to help offset that cost. And it makes sense, if you want to stay down longer, you know, go with a CCR. But yeah, for your type of diving that you're talking about, yeah, I would say CCR would be perfect for it. It's just like the Oriskany. If you want you want a good experience on the Oriskany, you have to be deep certified, and even if you're deep certified, you're looking, to the flight deck is 100 and 146, 148 now.
Now
So
outside
it is beyond,
recreation.
huh?
Yeah, it's outside the rec or recreational limits. So,
Yeah, yeah, it's the flight deck is beyond recreational. So you're restricted to the con tower. With just a deep certification or advanced open water, you're really restricted. But with extended range technical training, your ANDP, you know, all of that stuff, deco diving, you can actually explore and extend that. And I'm fortunate enough, I got to dive the Oriskany when it was 3 months after they sank it. The flight deck literally was at 131 feet. How do I know that? I went to the flight deck and I touched it with my computer on my wrist. I touched it, and it was 131 feet. So you could
now
do
his
the
computer
flight deck,
screamed at him.
huh?
Then your computer screamed at you.
No, it wasn't technically screaming at me, but I just literally dropped down on it, and then I made my way up the con tower. So it wasn't like I stayed down there. But yeah, I mean, now, 20 years later, because literally it's been 20 years since they sank the Big O or the Mighty O. It was sank in May of 2006. We dove it in August of 2006. So it's been 20 years. But now, a lot of tech divers go to it because, and especially if you've got a CCR and a DPV, you can get down to the sand. You can go around. You can, if you're, you know, overhead cave certified, you could actually penetrate it. But me personally, now this is just me talking, there's too many nooks and crannies in one of those big aircraft carriers. I just don't
That's
know.
too much for me. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. And I'm one of those go, ooh, that looks shiny. That looks pretty. I want to go look at it.
If JoJo finds a hole, JoJo's going in it. Just so you know. Yeah, I've been diving with him too long. The Helma Hooker in Bonaire, the first time we were there. I mean, I'm looking around. Where's JoJo? Next thing I know, he's popping out of a hole. Like, oh, there's JoJo. Let's see, diver
Yeah.
down. My last bottle of helium was $500. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it at all. Yeah, helium is super expensive, and it's making it to the point where trimix is just not as feasible for people, and it's just because of that cost. Depends on how much you use it. I mean, I know Brian. He's got a set of doubles. I think he filled these things, what, 4 or 5 years ago, and they're out of hydro. I mean, his double set is out of hydro, and he will not take. I mean, He said, "I'll use that gas before these tanks go back to hydro." When that'll
Yeah,
happen, we don't know. Let's
yeah, they just
see.
sit there. He uses them, but he doesn't use them because he doesn't have an emergency. So they just
Yeah.
sit there on his
Let's
line
see.
or whatever.
Yeah. Darth Max, do you have a recommendation for an order of advanced training courses? I'll be coming out this summer to get my SSI open water and want to get my AOW eventually, but don't know what order to do it. So, yes, I can actually, of course, starting off with open water, you're going to learn the basics. I actually recommend getting dives in before you move on to advanced open water. Not a huge fan of the way SSI has changed the curriculum. Last year,
We keep it the
you
old way.
last year with SSI, to get your advanced open water diver, you had to take 4 specialty certifications. So you could do deep, navigation, night, nitrox. You picked 4 specialty certifications. You done dives with each one of those. So out of open water class, you come out with 5. With the specialty certification classes, you're going to add about another 8 or 9 dives with it, roughly. And then, so now you're setting like at 12 dives, 13 dives in that neighborhood. One of the other requirements that used to be was you had to have 24 log dives. So 4 specialty classes, 24 log dives. This year, SSI has changed that, and now you can do advanced open water as its own class with 5 dives. So you can come out of open water with 5 dives, go through your advanced open water. Now you've got 10 dives. You're just starting to get comfortable at 10 dives, especially if you have your own equipment. If you don't own your own equipment, then you're getting used to different sets, and so experience really is what makes the difference there. But as far as an order, it's or open water, advanced open water. You can do your stress and rescue right out of that, and then you can pick 4 specialty classes that you want to take. I know at the park we offer a master diver bundle. So once you get your open water, you can purchase this bundle, and it takes you through your advanced open water. It takes you through your 4 specialties, your stress and rescue. You're going to be looking at about outside of open water. You're going to be looking at about 30 additional dives, and that's going to put you right at the 40 mark. And then you're going to have like 14 dives left to do before you can get your master. So there is some fun dives that you'll have to do outside of class to obtain it. But really, um, you know, as far as that goes, this diver stress and rescue is one that you have to have for master diver. If you're not interested in going that far, at least take the stress and rescue just as a class if that's as far as you want to go. A lot of good information in there about recognizing other divers that you may other divers that are into or may be stressed before a dive, during a dive, after a dive. You may be on a boat in Cozumel, just fun diving. Go out. Hey, I want to go on a boat. You get out there, they're going to buddy you up with somebody. You probably won't know this person unless you go with a dive buddy. And so that's a really good class to have to kind of gauge, other divers, if someone's, stressed, so that's a really good class to take. It's a really fun class too. But yeah, um, let's
Uh,
see. Hold on. I'm trying to
Darth
catch.
Max, where are you heading to? What's your dive trip?
Dive trip scheduled in July. I'm not planning to pursue a new certification on the trip. Just want to practice skills I learned. So yeah, open water. Of course, you have to have it, and then going on a trip. A lot of people that go on trips have just open water.
Mhm.
So go experience the ocean. 100%, encourage you to do that because after open water and you go do fun dives like that, then you're going to be more ready to take on some more advanced stuff like your advanced open water and all that. Um,
Your big thing is when you're going. Oh, Thailand, nice.
oh, yeah.
When you're on the boat, listen to the dive briefing. Don't just dismiss it. Listen to the safety briefing. How you're going to get in and out of the water.
Hmm.
If they got a big ladder, or you're going to be doing a roll off the side of the boat. Do they have a current line out? So if you really pay attention to those details and follow their instructions, you shouldn't have any problem with it.
Oh, yeah. No, and most of the times when you're on a trip like that, you're going to have one or two dive masters who are leading a group. So you're always going to have a dive master on hand. If you go diving in Florida on a boat, you're probably not going to have a dive master unless you pay for one. But outside the U.S., most of the places I've traveled, there's a dive master on the boat. They lead the group. They show you the cool things, the little things to the big things. And like Joe said, they're there to give you your safety briefing, tell you exactly, how things go on the dive. So yeah, most definitely.
I see. He's also saying he's going to do reef restoration and shark conservation.
Oh yeah.
Those dives are usually staff heavy. So I mean, they're going to tell you like the shark. They're going to tell you exactly where to sit and not move.
Yeah. Well, and the reef conservation, most of those coral reef restoration programs are going to be in 30 feet or less of water.
Yeah.
Bon
Usually
Air.
open sandbars is where
Yeah.
they're growing them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean they're all over the place down in Bon Air. Roatan has them. Um, they're typically not any deeper than about 30 feet. It's about as deep as I've seen them. But yeah, very very cool. And especially going to Thailand, I can honestly say that's one that I have not done yet.
Hopefully, you're going during well shark season.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure we cover all of his questions here, because
Yeah.
that's what we're here for. So I suspect it's going to get amount of staff. Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you. Get through your open water. Come out to the park, get you some dives, or if you're not in the area, go out to your local diving destination, get some dives under your belt, and then that way, buoyancy is the biggest thing, and you know a lot of people don't realize open water certification is your license to learn. So you're not going to have buoyancy mastered right out of open water. And especially if you don't have your own equipment, cuz you're not going to be comfortable unless you dive your own gear. And that's where you learn to be comfortable. That's where you get more experience. You kind of get it dialed in to where you need to be. With rental equipment, everybody has different rental gear, BCs, regulators, stuff like that. So you have to readjust and get it kind of tuned in and then work on it. But yeah,
Yeah,
um,
it's
you
good.
know,
Open water class and then already got a trip scheduled. That's awesome. That tells
yeah.
me you're going to keep going and keep learning, and you're going to love it.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been diving since '91, and I can honestly say there has not been a year that I have not been engaged in the diving industry. Been diving, I have not taken a break or anything. I love it as much now as I did when I was 12 years old. You know. Back in 1991, I don't get in the water near as much as I used to, but hey, any chance I get in the water, like with this chest set, I'm taking it.
Yeah, we have uh, Earthmax. We do have quite a few computers we actually recommend. It really depends on what your price point is and what you're looking for in the function.
Yeah, I mean, you can go, something simple like, like one of the puck computers that's not air integrated. And since you don't have your regulator and stuff, I wouldn't really jump into air integration because you're going to have to take it, put that on a rental regulator, take it off, put it on, take it off. I would recommend, and I think Joe will agree with me, something like the Shearwater Peregrine
Yep, the
because
walkers.
you can use it standalone or you can get the Peregrine TX. And then when you get your own regulator, you just have to buy the transmitter. Now you've got an air integrated computer.
You'll see a lot. I see already some people on here. Shearwater. We're
Yes.
yeah. We say Shearwater too. It's a great computer. Oh,
Yeah.
there's other ones out there if you don't want to go buy the latest and greatest thing too.
Well, and Nathan made a good
Shearwood has got some good ones too. So
yeah, Nathan made a good comment here. Buy once, cry once. You can always grow into the computer.
yeah,
So in the looking at the long game, if it's something, hey, I may want to become a dive master. I may want to get into some more technical diving, something like that. Then, you're going to look at the Perdix. You're going to look at the Tarek.
yep,
If you're just going to stick kind of in the recreational realm and not venture into the technical realm, then the Shearwater Turn, the Shearwater Peregrine, Peregrine TX, computers like that are going to grow with you. And
yep.
so, yeah,
If you're coming down to the quarry, we have some for demo.
yeah, yeah, we do have demo units available. So, but I agree with him. Buy once, cry once. These computers, they can grow with you. As you get more comfortable. Uh, yeah, Perdix two. Perdix two is a great computer. I've dove with them several times. I have one. Great computers. But if you're not looking at some of the technical features, it may have more on it than you really need. Uh, Perdix is a great computer. Not knocking it by no means. But yeah, and you can always go with it and dive with it just recreationally. But you're only using like a half of what the computer can do.
You can use some skin diving. You can turn off all the gauge
Oh
modes and
yeah,
skin dive.
yeah. But yes, I agree with all these comments here. Definitely Shearwater, 110%. And yes, I agree with Diver Down. They are very easy to learn. What I really like about them is, most standard computers, like if you're going through the menu and you miss what you're wanting to select, you got to go all the way back through it.
I hate the one button ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's normally when you miss it. Is double tap, tap, double tap.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's annoying.
At least with the Shearwater, I mean, now the Perdix
They do
is
have a
still that
back
way, but
button on the Perdix.
yeah, the Turn, the Peregrine TX, like I said, you don't have to buy the transmitter at first if you're not going to have a regulator set. Some people do, and some people take the transmitter and they put it on the rental reg. You just have to put it on there, take it off, put it on, take it off for the air integration. But if you go ahead and buy the Peregrine TX, it's already got the air integration capability. All that you need to do is when you buy your regulator, buy a transmitter. Boom, you're in business.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah. But yes,
Anyway,
when you come in, and especially like on your checkout dives, you can ask to use because on your checkout dives, we usually our students use the puck style computer. But if you want to use a demo, then definitely just let if you're taking class with us, just let your instructor know, hey, I'm interested in demoing, whichever computer, and they'll take care of you. and make sure that you get to use that on one of your dives.
In class is really a good time to get upfront and personal with some
Yeah,
of these devices too.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
The
if you're going to be,
instructors use a lot of them, or have multiple computers that they have collected over the years.
oh yeah,
Be happy to share.
oh yeah, oh I absolutely love Shearwater's dive log. I mean, the amount of information that you can get off a dive log, and I just looked at the time and we're like 10 minutes over.
Yeah,
But literally,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I can sit and talk
Side mount,
about this
yeah.
all
He
night.
says, I know we're getting way off topic. Side mount, that's what I use mine for. And I'm honestly thinking about getting another transmitter and throwing it on my daughter's stuff.
Yeah,
So I think I can do like 6 transmitters with it, so I can keep track of me and her.
yeah, yeah, and that's the cool thing about it. It wasn't designed to track buddies. It was designed, like you said, for side mount, for doubles, and
No, but it works. All I got to do is
yeah,
swim up to her tank, reconnect to her signal. And
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Nathan said it didn't buy a transmitter until started diving side mount. Super nice feature, but not necessary by any means. Yes. But the dive log, I mean, it'll actually show you your dive profile. It'll show your descents. It'll show every time you come up, go down, it's going to graph it out. And so you can actually see that.
oh yeah, the graphs are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But
Temperature
we can show your
graph.
air consumption and everything, and track your progress over time.
Yes.
Or you realize when you're stressed somewhere, and you see that in the profile. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100% definitely Shearwater. Yeah, they're a little bit more pricey than some of the other computers, but like Nathan said, you buy once, you cry once, you've got the computer, you're good to go. And especially if it's a TX, you want that air integration later on, then you've got that ability. All you have to buy is the transmitter. Throw it on your new regulator set, boom, you're in business. So, all right,
Wow,
well,
what a conversation today.
I know. I mean, that is what I enjoy doing. Especially answering questions. The interactiveness and stuff. Not a lot of I see on YouTube here. I see a lot of like tutorials and people reviewing different products and stuff. But we wanted to do something more interactive where we could actually talk diving and interact with viewers, and this is exactly that type of moment that I really love, is because we're able to share our experiences, and I'm super excited for him. I mean, I would love to go to Thailand, but this is something that hey, I'm super stoked for you.
I, Darth Max, I don't know if you're training with us or who you're training with or when you're coming to if you're coming to the quarry with us. But hey, you can always ask for me, JoJo. I'm usually in the air room or somewhere, and I'll be glad to talk to you about any of it. So
Oh yeah,
feel
yeah.
free to come down and chat.
Oh yeah, and occasionally we let him out and let him go hit the water, so
Yeah,
you may find him
occasionally.
underwater playing chess. All right. Well, I know we are. Yeah, go ahead. Quick question: do you guys night dive there? Yes, we do.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, spring season is Saturday nights. We're there any Saturday night. There's no extra charge for night diving. In the summertime, we offer night diving on Friday night and Saturday night, and then so most of the times we'll let people do it on Sundays if they're staying over or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yes, so we do allow night diving, no extra cost. So I know there's several places out there you pay the daily admission fee, and then if you want a night dive, it's like another $10 or $15. We don't do that. You
No,
pay for the
we're
day.
there anyway.
Yeah.
Like literally, when we close the gates up, you'll find us up either going out to dinner or sitting up by the fire by the campers. Or
Well,
working.
like last year we ended up doing we cooked on a lot of Saturday nights,
Yeah, I
and
hope we
so
do that again. Again, or
the
this year.
shrimp broil was awesome that we done. And when we do stuff like that, if you're night diving or you're camping out, we invite you to come and hang out with us. So it's a fun time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's summertime is my favorite.
Mhm.
Let's see. He
Awesome.
says he's coming out with a local dive shop to get certification. So yes. So whoever your instructor is, if you're wanting to demo it during your class, that's going to be up to the instructor if they will allow you to. If you're under the instructor, they may or may not, depending on their shop policy. So you may want to check, and even not if they won't let you do it on your checkout dives, then most of the times they do it. Students do a fun dive after they're done with checkouts. So on a surface interval, all you got to do is come up to the shop. I want to demo a shearwater, whichever one, and we'll get you set up. So yeah, that's not a problem. And also, depending on who the shop is you're doing your class with, they may also be a Shearwood or Shearwater dealer and a Shearwater demo center. So that's a question to ask too. With your shop and your instructor, if they're a demo center with Shearwater, then they're probably going to have the same thing we do. And that's something to ask your shop and find out. If they're not, again, you know, when you're down, it's okay with the instructor. We're more than happy to let you use one of the demo units.
One thing I will say, when you are buying gear, I would recommend using your local shops because they're the
Yes,
ones that are going to be able to repair your gear and service it.
exactly.
When you buy it online or in Florida, 700 miles away from your house, you're not taking it back to them to get repaired.
No,
Try
you're
to keep
shipping it.
stuff close. Yeah, I mean, uh,
Yeah,
but if you got one in your neighborhood or somewhere close, that you utilize them, they're really your best source.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. It's you know, like Joe said, the worst thing I can think of is if I bought something that had to be repaired and I bought it offline. Now I've got to ship it back. So now it's going to be 2 or 3, 4 days before it gets back. Then whatever time it takes them to repair it and then ship it back to me. So it may be a couple of weeks you're out of the water. Maybe 3 weeks out you're out of the water. Just depends. At least with your local dive shop, you can get it in. They can take a look at it. If they can repair it, they're going to do it. Have it done in a couple 3 days. Boom, you're back in the water. So yeah. All right. Well, JoJo, it has been a very fun Monday evening.
I'll tell you what, this was awesome. I
You know,
I really love the questions and the topics today.
or just buy two. Nathan says just buy two of everything, and you'll never have anything or never miss a dive. Touche, touche. All right. Well, we are already 16 minutes over to our time allotted time frame, but it's been well worth it. Thank you guys for interacting. Darth Max, we look forward to having you out at the park. You and your class, and if there's anything we can do to help, whatnot, that's what we're here for. We have a great diver support team at the park. Matter of fact, I had a gentleman yesterday who checked in, got down to the water, and apparently he had bought an old Halcyon BC from somebody, and it had not been in for repair, or I assume it hadn't, because he come up and said that his inflator was automatically inflating his BC, and he actually brought the inflator, the power inflator, to me and said, I need to replace these two O-rings. It's causing, it's just filling up on its own. And I'm like, okay, the O-rings didn't look bad, but it was the internal O-rings. And I already, as soon as he told me it was, blowing air, I already knew internal. But we was able to get that fixed, get him back in the water. And so yeah. So ask me how I know.
Probably the same reason the rest of us know why we have too many of one thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many dive lights I've bought over the years.
I don't know how many set of dive boots I've bought over the years
Oh
because
yeah,
I'll run off, I'll run off and forget to pack them or whatnot. I've got dedicated pairs that stay in my dive bag now. So, but anyway, yes, it's been an awesome Monday night. Looks like Frank is just joining us. Frank, you're a little late, buddy. we're signing off, but that's all right. You can always go back and catch the replay. But JoJo, do you have any final thoughts for us for tonight?
Man, let's do this again next Monday. Let's finish it up strong like we did today. This is awesome. But
All
no,
right.
I am excited to get back to the quarry, and I'm looking forward to Memorial Weekend. So, yeah, let's go diving, man.
Yeah, and like JoJo said, let's do it again next Monday night. It is our last episode for the summer. Of course, if you've been following us all these years, we take Memorial Day to Labor Day off, our summer schedule, just so we can focus more on the diving aspect. And of course, for me, it's hard when I work all day Monday and then have to come home and try to do the show. I'm exhausted. So we take the summertime off to focus on divers and diving. And so, yeah, So next Monday night is the last episode of our winter season or winter episodes. So we'll be back in the fall, but join us next Monday night. We'll be here right here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit that button. It helps us grow the channel. It also is a great reminder if you have a bad memory like me and you forget, hey, it's Monday night, it'll email you, ding, hey, they're live. So, it just helps us out, helps you remember. And again, we talk about all kinds of different things, diving related. So, it's all unscripted, it's all impromptu. So, again, wouldn't have it any other way. Enjoy what we do. And if you're diving with us this weekend, we can't wait to see you. If you're not diving with us, we hope you have a fun, safe, and adventurous diving experience. And we can't wait to see you out at the park. JoJo, until next Monday night, we'll see you guys right back here on our YouTube channel. Hit like, hit subscribe, help us out. We'll see you guys next week.